What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Brute Strength Day 320, I believe. Yeah, 320. Now, front squats are just exploding really, really good. And even when I don't have good, shouldn't have good circumstances to perform well, I still perform well in the top set. The top set of 4 here with 150 were a lot better than I thought it would be because I had to move this training in one day and I was had to do it late at night. When I'm saying late at night, I mean like 8 p.m., which for me is quite late to train. I want to be at the gym at like 4 p.m. usually and get my training done there. I don't like to train all the way early in the morning because I want to have some food in me. Actually, the times actually I have tried training late earlier has actually been fine. So maybe it's something I'm gonna try to play around with a little bit to see. But maybe it's just the fact that I've not been awake for too long. Maybe I have more energy in me, and maybe it'll just allow me to get more work done throughout the latter part of the day. But after the top set, I did another 5 sets with 10 kilo less, like a ton of volume, but also a good bit in the tank. I'd probably say the last set ended up being about an RP7. Next week, I'm gonna go for a heavy top set, something like 160 kilo post, and then do like 6 sets of 3 post with 140 or 130. So I will top set just go really easy because I don't need anything more than that to be hard. The top set is gonna be enough stimulus to grow, and then I can work a lot on technique because I trust that whatever other things I'm doing also is gonna add some muscle on me. It might be needed that I do some leg extensions because obviously front squats are a ton of quads more than its glutes, as like back squats are. And I don't do a lot of isolation for the quads. I mean, I don't do any. And the thing is that, as I've talked about before, you can really get away and get better in your strength movements by keeping them really light, as long as you're remembering to do your um, your accessories, because the strength movements are probably not going to be driving a ton of hypertrophy when you're stopping them at RP 5, 6, etc., or even less than that, because they're not close to failure. And we do need things to be a little bit close to failure in order to drive hypertrophy. It's not just enough to do a ton of volume, a ton of sets, even though that will obviously like build towards the ton. And I've talked about this many times before. Um, the main thing that doing a ton of work at like RP 4, 5, 6, etc. will do is build the CNS adaptations you're looking for, but to keep on being stronger and utilize and get more out of these adaptations, you're probably going to want to do isolation things like leg extensions, where you can go close to failure without putting as much stress on the nervous system, which means that it's going to be way easier for you to recover. And in turn, that extra muscle that they put on will give you the ability to perform better in your main strength movement. So that is how I usually go about programming things. You'll see my pull-ups, etc. are often not close to failure, But when I'm doing my accessory work, like the one arm pull downs, etc., or the hamstring curls, or whatever it is, and the biceps every minute on a minute things, it's very often close to failure or to failure, which is what is going to drive hypertrophy. So remember that when you like try to program things that you can keep your main strength movement light, the things that take a long time to recover from, and get the hypertrophy from doing more isolation movements where you can target your weaknesses in general, and then use your strength movement to drive drive the neural adaptations and build up technique at the same time. That's gonna be all for this video, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.